What's up, guys? How's your day? So, today I was just waiting for my friend who was having a haircut, and then I was waiting for him for about 15 minutes. And when I was waiting for him, I had nothing to do, and I couldn't use my phone because there was no connection, and I couldn't do anything about that. So, I was just sitting right there, and I was just thinking and wondering something, and a thought came into me like, what does the definition of success mean to different people? Because from my experience and from my friends, everybody has their own definition of success. So it's an example would be like, one of my friends love attention, and I asked him what his definition of success is, and then he said his definition of success is getting attention from people, like getting lots and lots of attention from people, like celebrity, right? So some other people, they might also have their own definition of success, like they just want to be happy in their life, or they just want to have fun every single day. And also they might just want to be like they might just want to buy everything that they want. They can just go shopping anytime they want without worrying about cash at all. That's what their success looks like, right? So everybody has their own success. And then I was thinking like, so what do we need to be successful? Now, in order to be successful in whatever field that you're talking about, right? In whatever industry, you need to provide value, because value is pretty important in every product or every service that you provide, right? So whatever service that you are selling or whatever product, you're going to need to provide value. Now, what value am I talking about? So whenever customers like me or like you are going to buy something, so when I'm going to buy something, I'm going to think like, oh, how much value am I going to get after buying this product or after receiving this service? Now, even when I'm going to the restaurant and I'm going to have something like having noodles, right? So I'm going to think like, oh, what value am I gonna get? I'm not going to think actually like that, but like the experience of going into the restaurant, having some food, and experiencing the service that they are providing. That is the value that you are getting if you're going to the restaurant, right? So if you're in a restaurant food industry, then you know that is your value. Or you can provide value in quality of food and the quantity of food and so many other things, right? So the experience is what customers want. So when they are even when they are using a product or any other services, they still want the experience. The experience is the value. So you have to focus on the experience. Now, there is one concept called the value ladder. Now, if you have heard of this, then you probably know a funnel or a sales funnel. Yesterday, I talked about a sales funnel, and if you haven't watched that video, I might link it down in the description below. Check it out. I'll definitely link it down. So basically, a sales funnel is like a sale process that the salesperson takes the customer through, right? So let's supposedly say that you go to a library, right? And then you see lots and lots of books right there on the shelf, and you're like, oh, this is so confusing, this is so overwhelming, what am I gonna get? So you just look at each and every one of those books and see what you want to get, right? So that happens to me a lot, because when I go to the library and I don't specifically have that specific book that I want to get. So that happens sometimes. And then at those times, I want an employee or someone to ask me, oh sir, or someone, hey, do you want to get, what book do you want to get? Are you interested in psychology, or are you interested in sales? Are you interested in business? And then I will answer the questions, and then he can get me what I really want. And that is what the job of a salesperson is. So in that situation, you're going to get some value, right? So now let's supposedly say that you are going somewhere. You're going to a restaurant. On a better example would be in a supermarket. So you go to the supermarket, and then you want to buy something. So the first thing that they're going to give it to you is the product that you are looking for. Like the previous example that I gave in the previous video was about the camping, right? So in camping, then you go to the restaurant, you go to the supermarket, and then the salesperson is going to ask you, sir, what do you want? And then you answer, oh, I'm gonna go camping, so I'm gonna get a grill. A grill. Wow. Okay, a grill. So and then the salesperson will take you to the place, specifically to the place where the grill is available for you, right? So you don't have to look for the whole supermarket just to look for the grill, right? And then he's going to ask you, so sir, now that you have got the grill, do you want some sausages so that you can enjoy during the trip? And then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I want to get that. And then he's going to take you to the place where you can get the sausage. And then afterwards he's going to be like, so do you want to get some sauce that you can enjoy with your sausage? Then you're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to get that, because he's taking you through a sales funnel, right? That is a sales funnel. And in every step of the funnel, you're getting value. Now the value ladder is like, the higher the value ladder, the more income that you're going to get, and the more value that you're going to give to the customer. So at the bottom, now in online marketing in Facebook, or in Instagram, or anywhere at all, people usually forget, like people just think like, oh, I just want a lot of traffic, because when I get lots of traffic, then more people are gonna buy, right? But they just think it like it's some numbers, right? It's just a number, because they'll be like, oh, 100 traffic, 100 clicks on this ad, or they're just numbers. What they are forgetting is like, there are actually people behind that number, right? So when you are focusing on marketing, or when you are trying to sell something, make sure that you are focusing on the value that you are providing to that person, right? And the value is different from each person. What I mean is that the value that you are getting is different from the value that the customers are going to get. So you got to focus on the value that your customers are going to get from you. And if you provide a really, really good value, then they're going to want to buy from you again, right? I'm sweating a lot right here. Gosh, it's hot. Anyways, so yeah, you have to provide value so that the customers will want to buy from you again. If you don't provide value and you get lots of income, then they're not gonna buy from you again, right? They're gonna be like, I don't trust that guy. He's just lying. He took a lot from me, but he didn't give me lots of value, right? So you gotta give them value, and the value that you're gonna give is really important. And the way that you can give is that, firstly, now when you're going to sell something, like let's supposedly say that I'm gonna sell a book. And then I just go up to the person, and then I say, oh, buy this book. This book is very good. And they'll be like, why should I buy this book, right? You have to give them the reason to buy the book, and you have to show them that this book is valuable, right? You gotta show them that. Otherwise, they won't see the value in it, right? You took too much time, and you put in lots of effort into writing that particular book and making it perfect, but they don't see that. So you gotta show them the value that they're gonna get. And then when they know the value, and when they get the value, and they're gonna purchase from you, right? So you go up to that person, and can you give me your email address? They'll be like, why should I give you my email address, right? I don't know you. You might be a liar. You might be just some bad guy, right? So it's not. They're not gonna give you the email address. You gotta give them the value by giving away some free things at first, right? So give me your email address, and I'm gonna give you the free book, right? So everybody will be like, oh, I'm gonna get the free book, a really, really good book, and I just have to give the email address. So they're gonna give the email address, because they think that they are getting more value from you than the value that they are giving back to you. You see? So people want more for themselves, right? So you gotta make them think that they are getting more value from you. Now, this is a really powerful stuff, and sometimes con men usually use this, right? So one of the things that happened to me, what the heck. So one of the things that happened to my aunt was like, she really trusted that the business partner that she was working with. So that person is from China, yes. So anyways, so yeah, she was talking to that person, and then they worked together for months. So the first time that person asked some money from her, and she was like, okay, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of money, right? And then after a while he gave that money back, and a little bit of trust and rapport is created in that particular situation. And then after a while, then he did the same thing again, but that time the amount of the money that he was asking from my aunt was a little bit higher. And then my aunt was thinking a little bit more, and then she was like, okay, I trust you, so I'm just gonna give it to you. But she doesn't actually trust much. But then after a while he gave back the money again. So she was like, oh, that person is trustworthy, because she was also getting value by working together with him, because that person is giving her value by making sure that they are profiting from the business that they are doing together, right? So she was thinking like, oh, I'm working with him and I'm getting lots and lots of value and I'm making lots of profit in this business, so I trust him and I'm going to work together with him for a long time, right? So whenever that person is asking money from her, she will be like, after a long time, she will be like, oh, it's okay, right? We have been working together for so long, just take my money, right? She'll be like that. And then she actually did that, and unfortunately at the last time it was really high amount of money, and then that person just ran off, right? And he just disappeared, and he took lots of money from my aunt, and my aunt just got it was like a really memorable experience, but it was a terrible experience that she even suffered from physical health and mental health as well. So yeah, that was not good. Now she's recovered. But anyways, so the value is important, right? So he was given lots of value at first and building trust and rapport. And in business, now don't lie to people, right? So when you are doing business, you also have to give value. The similar process, right? You gotta give value, like a little thing at first, and then a little more, and then a little more, and then a little more. That is called a value ladder. You're going to give value, a little bit of value right here, and then a little bit more value, and a little bit more value, and that customer is going to trust you, and he's going to buy more from you because you are providing lots and lots of value for them, right? For him. So yeah, provide lots and lots of value, because in the end, when he or she trusts you a lot, and then you can provide tons and tons of value, and then you also gonna get lots of income. And that's how you make lots of sales, by providing lots of value. Now make sure that you get the concept of the value ladder. Alright guys, so that's all for today guys. See you later.